agriculture. There's enough oil in Nigeria, enough gold in this country. The gold in Nigeria can service the world. I kid you not. Agriculture. Throw anything anywhere in Nigeria, it grows without cultivation. Man has no business with poverty except he fails to manage himself well. Gaddafi proved it. Gaddafi proved it to the whole world that no country has business with poverty. The poverty on earth is artificial. There is no poverty on earth. Men have decided to impoverish men by greed and selfishness. So one man has the wealth of a city and the rest of the city is in poverty, because one man has carted away their wealth and there's no even distribution of resources. It is that marginalization we call poverty. Why? Because man was supposed to make sure he manages the earth in such a way that there is equal distribution of resources, because there is more than enough on earth for man for lifetime. I'm teaching good here. It's not God's problem. Why is there poverty? It's not God's problem. It's man's problem. Man should fix it. Why are there wars? God is not in the war between Israel and Iran. God is not in it. God is not part of it. God is not in any war. God only makes wars to cease. God does not instigate wars. So if one country win another country, didn't God support them? No. Machines supported them. Machines and military might that came by marginalization. Why do children die and God does nothing about it? The earth he has given to man. Whatever man makes out of the earth, man will live by the repercussion of it. And by law, he has barred himself from the earth. And he's not a lawbreaker, so he cannot force himself in. He has to stay as long as possible and wait until a man that understands him becomes his ally and invites him to come through him to help the earth. See, to show you that God is not a lawbreaker, when man sinned, God has no way of helping man. The only way God could do that was for God to remove God and humble himself and come into the earth through the womb of a woman as a man to intervene on salvation. If I'm teaching, shout, I hear you. Now, that should answer questions. God is not going to force himself in. When he said let them, and he gave man dominion, he was out, and he stayed out respectfully. It's just. Oh brother, sister, I'm going to take you through scripture. You will see so clearly, so clearly, yeah, so clearly. God didn't give dominion to two creatures, only man. Pastor Praise, there's enough oil in Nigeria, enough gold in this country. The gold in Nigeria can service the world. I kid you not. Agriculture. Throw anything anywhere in Nigeria, it grows without cultivation. Man has no business with poverty except he fails to manage himself well. Gaddafi proved it. Gaddafi proved it to the whole world that no country has business with poverty. Gaddafi proved it. Gaddafi is not even your born again brother. He proved to the whole world. First of all, I was told, I don't know how authentic that story, but somebody from Libya told me this. He said once a baby is born in Libya, the government pays the baby money every month, $2,700 every month till the baby is 18. Calculate $2,700 every month to 18 years. Then they will pull out the money in bulk. By then the child has been trained to know what to do with life. Then the child will be given consultants to find out what business do you want to do. Then I pull out that capital to start that child's life. So everybody in Libya had a house, had a home. Nobody was poor. They were paid salary every month whether they worked or not. And then Gaddafi was taken out because he became a threat to some civilization somewhere. After they took him out, Libya has become a pathetic situation, which means men are responsible for the management of the earth, not God. God will not come and wear your trouser for you after giving you hands and brain and legs. Wear your trouser. No matter how much you're hungry to die and food is on the chair, God will not carry the food and feed you. You use your hand, you take what you can swallow. If you take the one you cannot swallow, God is not going to slap your mouth. It's whether na policeman, now your choice. Whether na farmer, now your choice. Oh, now your choice. Oh, now old school rhyme be that one. Tell your neighbor, let them have. Say, God has not changed it. That word is still there. Man is in charge of the earth. Am I teaching good? So the heaven, even the heavens belong to God. The earth he has given to the sons of men to do what with the earth? To exercise dominion. Look at Hebrews chapter 2 verse 6. Hebrews chapter 2 verse 6. PJ.
But one in a certain place testified, saying, What is man that thou art mindful of him, or the son of man that thou visitest him?
You know, the Old Testament people kept wondering, what is even man? What is man? Why are you mindful of man? What is man? With the way he's rebellious and disobedient, what is in this man? This is the inquiries of the Old Testament prophets that the writer of Hebrews now wants to open us to us what this man is. Next verse.
Thou madest him a little lower than the angels, thou crownedst him with glory and honor, and didst set him over the works of thy hands.
Next verse.
Thou hast put all things in subjection under his feet. For in that he put all in subjection under him, he left nothing that is not put under him. But now we see not yet all things put under
Wait,
him.
so you have put all things under man. You gave him dominion over all things. What is man? Because if this man is the man you gave dominion, when we look at him very well, he is not in dominion. So what is man? Because this man doesn't look like man. Because man is supposed to be in charge, but this man, they are in charge of him. What is man? What is man? I'll close this service. Let's go there. Ask your neighbor, what is man?
Preach on, my pastor. Preach on. This is what preaching is all about. Tell them. This is what preaching is all about. Message. Not the one who will come and say the problem of this country is spiritual. We need spiritual cleansing. We need 100 days prayer, fasting and prayer to solve the problems that human being created. We need a national prayers to revive the economic, or to restore, to revive economy. We need a national prayer. Arab nonsense. Who that problem human beings created, right? The wealth of the whole nation, few persons. No, don't swallow the talk of this thing. I beg you. That's why sometimes, because of these people, it's not as if people we believe that there's no God. There's God everywhere. There's God, but you cannot take leadership responsibility and put it onto God. That it is God's responsibility to do this, to do that. You do not have to do anything. These are the church. This is kind of church when you need to go listen to. They will motivate you. They will bring that person in you to go and hustle. That this thing you are looking for, it is not in this place where you are. This is church, auditorium. There is God here. There is God everywhere. There is God in your house. There is God there. So what you are looking for is not here. You can't get it here. We can only teach you wisdom. We can only give you wisdom, direction, where to go. If you are lost, if you are confused, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know the kind of training, the kind of educations you want to, the skills you want to acquire, we can only advise you. We can only introduce you to some of them. But after you finish, you still need to go into the neighbor force. That thing, it is not here. So those ones that are deceiving you to say you don't need to go and work, it is here. When you come here, all your problems are solved. It's a lie. It's a waste of time. These problems, if God will solve the problem of this country for us, by now the problem would have been solved. So God does not have, it is not the responsibility of God. God does not even know the kind of problem we are facing in Nigeria or even in Africa as a whole. God not get hand for inside. So do not bring the problem, the failure of your leadership, bring it not to God to say, why is God this wicked? Our God is not wicked. Our God is not wicked. Our leaders, our politicians are wicked because God has given us everything, including they give us land, everything where you anything you throw, you don't even want to plant that thing. Mistakenly, you throw that thing away. Give it time. After some time, you will be surprised. Look at this thing. People, if you notice, sometimes in your village, especially in the village, people will be dragging. No, it is me. No, I planted. Nobody planted. It was just mistakenly. Because our land is so fertile, anything you, but our leaders are the problems of this country. Whichever problems we are facing today, it is the effect, failure of our leadership. It is not God. It is not because God is wicked or God just decided to wicked you, or because you are the most sinner on earth. What did you do? Have you ever by human being before? Have you ever are you a murderer? No. Yet. Why? Because the wealth of the whole nation, few persons have put it into their pocket to say it belongs to them. So it's not circulating. You looking for a job, you looking for food to eat, you need to work. If you do not have job to do, how are you going to feed yourself? So it is God that is going to create company, that is going to open companies in your country before you can get a job. No, it is the responsibility of our leaders. Now you have money, you say you want to do business so that you can continue to make more money on your own personally. You go and open business. You keep on opening businesses everywhere. You are employing more people. Is it God that is opening those businesses? Is it God? Oh, God told you to open those businesses. No. You have the money. You want the money. You want to continue to multiply your money. By so doing, only you can't do it. You need people to help you. That's why you employ. You hire people to help you. But our leaders, individuals, that's why the government have resources to do all these things. Because of wickedness, I don't care, they don't want to do it. Is it God that is going to secure our territory, our borders for us? We had different groups. Is it God that give those people names of different groups they call themselves? Is it God? No. Our God is not wicked. Don't listen to all these people deceiving themselves, saying that you don't need to work. Go and call God when you need this thing. It is God. The problem of this country is spiritual. We need spiritual cleansing. We need 100 days fasting and prayers. We need to lead national prayers for economic revival. How? That's nonsense to me. How? Which country have you seen who use national prayers to revive economy when they are not producing, they are not productive? No, a country that is not productive is doomed, is dead. This is kind of preaching you listen to. Now it's telling you, buckle down your shoes, go and hustle. Not wait for these people, not be there. They have failed already. Anyways, please.